Hi guys, and welcome to Straight Bat. We're here with Golf News and Mr. Cricket UAE himself. Once again, an absolute thriller. Punjab, I don't know whether they threw it away or whether Mumbai managed to save the day, but an absolute thriller once again. I mean, this game, this IPL just keeps serving up crackers. We'll go straight over to Anis and say hello.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you for all the wait. Hello, Mr. Satish. Hello, Mr. Sham, and hello to both the fans. Yes, a tight game in the end. If you look at Mumbai managed to sneak in 19 overs, but I'm afraid Punjab had the opportunity. They had Mumbai at the mat at 16 for 2. Bishnoi was on fire, and I don't know what happens to KL Rahul. Like his batting, his temperament in captainship is defensive. And when you're defending 136, you cannot be waiting for Christmas. You need to go for the kill. And that's what Rahul missed. He allowed a partnership of 46 runs between Tiwari and Decock. And that is where he lost the match.
Okay. Say hi to Aru and to Sai, our two fans today. One of them is very happy and one of them is very disappointed. But can Sham, can you just take us a little run through what happened?
Actually, Punjab were on the back foot right from the beginning itself, because their score of 135 was definitely not good enough to defend on this pitch. Actually, the full credit to the Punjab bowlers for pulling it back. Actually, in fact, they made Mumbai sweat for every run. And part of the problem was, again, Mumbai's lack of form, because Mumbai middle order has been misfiring throughout this tournament. And which is what allowed them to come back in. And of course, that brilliant over from Bishnoi that turned them nearly were pulled it back for them. But even after 16 for 2, they were 94 for 4 when they again had another chance to come back into the game. But I think Hardik Pandya realized that he needed game time to put his head down, play the balls on the merit, and finally, when the crunch came or the slog overs came, he just turned it on, and Pollard was as usual there.
Okay, and Arif, we'll go to you first. We'll get the bad news out of the way first. Chris Gale going out for one.
The game
is there any solution?
I think Gale is not working anymore, I guess, because in the last 2 matches, since he's replaced, he is not performing. We were getting through the way only because of the bowlers. And as today also, the bowlers were very good. But the score of 135 is not enough. You know very well. That kind of score will not lead for a victory.
But do you find that maybe your team is just always coming up that little bit short?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. And Sai, obviously we'll go to the guy with more smile on his face. That was a tremendous job at the end of the day, both from Hardik and Pollard to get you guys over the line. Do you think that puts you back into the equation for the playoffs?
Yes, definitely. I still believe that Mumbai have a chance. I mean, we have to win. Mumbai has to win all the 3 games that they are playing in the future. But actually, having said that, in Abu Dhabi, 157 was the average score in the batting first. So Mumbai did very well by restricting Punjab to 135, and also that 2 wickets of Pollard it set the tone and everybody got energetic and enthusiastic. Yes, come on, we can go for the kill. And after that, the batting. I think at times it's surprising that we went up to Mumbai went up to the last over. And I mean that says that they have to go back to the drawing board and see. And see what tactics they lost. And like Mr. Anis was saying, Punjab lost it. They from the jaws of victory, they've taken defeat. So and Bishnoi's over was actually would have been a game-changing over. And Mumbai was fortunate that Kieron Pollard and Hardik Pandya held the game for them.
Yeah, because it looked as though it was. It could come right down to the actual, a last couple of moments. Satish, how did you see it?
Yeah, first and foremost, from the Mumbai point of view, it's a pretty good win in the sense they got the points and now they will have that self-belief that yes, they can turn the tide and they can win. Yeah, obviously a win will boost your confidence. But still, the batting doesn't give me any confidence. I don't think the batting is clicking. The batting is very shaky. Right from the start, Rohit Sharma to de Kock, everybody, it's a pretty shaky batting lineup. The bowlers have been doing well for Mumbai, but batting, yes, maybe like the last couple of overs, Hardik Pandya and Pollard, they played well, but add another 20 runs to this total, maybe I don't think they would have, their body language would have been different as well. That's one aspect. But from the second aspect, the reason why Punjab lost is they have dropped a few catches, important catches. We all know that catches win matches. Yeah, there was a brilliant effort from Makram, but still, these are the catches that you need to take to win the matches. And the last a couple of overs, again, a few catches dropped. So you can't bat badly, you can't bowl badly, and you can't feel badly, and then say I'll have to win. No, you can't do that. So Punjab Kings might have changed their names, but the fact remains is that the attitude of the players need to change. So it doesn't just like that. Luck doesn't change by changing the names. Luck has to change by the attitude. Like you need to make the luck work for you by doing things.
Spot on.
Adish, maybe they believe in numerology.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you know what wins matches? Getting more runs than the other team. Now, Anis, now that we're getting a bit of a clear picture in terms of where we're going to be, there's still a bit of a bunch there, but I think we can agree that Chennai and Delhi are both in the playoffs. Who do you think are the other two teams that are going to join them there?
Well, it looks quite realistic that RCB should get in. They have 4 games. They need to win 2 to get into the playoffs. And tomorrow they are not playing a very confident RR. So if once they beat them, they also have 16 points. So they also have put your one foot into the door.
14 points.
Now we're talking about the last team. Pardon?
They'll be on 14.
They'll be 14.
Yeah,
almost.
But they still have 3 games, right, Satish?
Yeah,
they've got a game in hand. They've got a game in hand.
Yeah, they can easily make 16.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And mind you, what is very important that but loss of today for Punjab, now even if they win the next 3 matches, they have a mathematical chance because if Mumbai win all 4 matches, they go through. So they have to hope that the next match which they play against KKR, Punjab, they need to beat them because KKR has won today and have hope that Mumbai loses 1 match. Okay, the batting is suspect, but like we all know, if Mumbai comes to the party, they will be unstoppable. Okay, their batting is shaky, but you saw Hardik Pandya coming into form. Pollard is already doing runs. And if, I know there are no ifs and buts in cricket, but I'll back Mumbai as the 4th team.
Okay, and Sai, we'll come straight to you as the Mumbai boy. Do you back your team?
100%. And like Masani is saying, if Masani says he's Mr. Cricket UAE, so definitely I will definitely back.
My predictions are wrong. Don't go on that.
And being a Mumbai fan, I cannot say no to Mumbai, And I agree that RCB is the other one in the playoffs, and Delhi, Chennai, RCB, and Mumbai is my predictions.
Okay, and Sham, what's your call?
I've been saying this right from the start of the tournament. I've been a huge admirer of Mumbai, their quality in the ranks, their work ethic, and so not for nothing they have 5 titles there. I would want RCB there, and they're looking there for the 3rd spot because I have Bangalore has a huge soft spot in my heart. So RCB should be there, but Mumbai I'm seeing some green shoots of confidence there. But like I said yesterday, if they make the playoffs, then you have to I would really back them to win it. I wouldn't worry too much about the batting and the opening batting because except for these 2 matches, the previous 2 matches, Rohit and Quinton de Kock had done well. And this is precisely how they operate. They one of them or both try to have a go during the power play, and even if one gets out early, you have Surya Kumar Yadav or Ishan Kishan coming and filling in the breach adequately. But the problem which is happening now is both Ishan Kishan and Suryakumar have not been firing, which is why which is a problem. But Ishan Kishan is dropped, and I wouldn't have expected Suryakumar to come in, because number 3 is a very what do you call, very important slot in any batting lineup in any format of cricket. So to have a completely out of form batsman come in and play that slot, I thought that was a very bad move. I would have actually sent in Saurabh Tiwari, and I would even have kept somebody like Suryakumar Yadav for a number 5. I know it looks odd. It'll be protecting him, I think, but he needs that protection at this point of time because he is very vulnerable. But once I don't expect Suryakumar to run into form straight away, because the way he's played over that googly today
he needs to be dropped, Shyam. He needs to have some game out of the game.
Exactly.
Or as Shyam said, he could have come in later in the order, maybe, like throw his bat around, get some ball on the bat.
Let's accept the fact when you are out of form, you need to be sitting out, give yourself some. My worry is if they straight take him to the World Cup with no form, it's going to be a big problem.
It is a point of concern for India.
I think that is precisely the reason why they are keeping him. I think between Suryakumar and Ishan, this guy Suryakumar is more likely to play to be in the Indian 11. So which is why they are keeping him so that he runs into form. But this is a wrong thing to do right now, because his form his confidence is dipping even more. So if you put him down to 5, like Satish said, he'll be under no pressure and he can just come and throw his bat around. And if he gets a few falls, like you saw like Hardik Pandya today, he could regain form.
Okay, kind of like a Nasser Hussain or a Moeen Ali, guys that can come in anywhere down the batting order, but still also do a bit of damage. If that makes any sense to any of you guys. Right, now let me go to Aru again.
No, it makes sense. Right. It makes sense. Why I say that is Moeen Ali can bat anywhere. So was Suryakumar. Suryakumar, when he was playing for KKR, he used to come late down the order, and he used to do what Hardik Pandya and Pollard was doing. So he's no stranger to that role.
Because, what I want to ask Aru is about getting over the line. Obviously, you guys did not get over the line today. How does that change, and how do you get a lineup in place that will have a Hardik and Pollard there that will sort out a very tight match?
As per now, there are very minute chances that Punjab might go to playoffs. If only all the other teams like Mumbai, RR, RCB, they loses every other alternative matches, then only we have a fair chance to go to playoffs. Otherwise, we don't find any chance. We might end up coming into 6th position for sure.
Okay, and the key is the other key is, obviously, Delhi are looking good, but how does anyone stop Chennai? I'll ask with you, Aru first.
Chennai is unstoppable.
Get Chennai.
I think that question should go to Satish.
I was about to say I can't go to Satish because he's so biased.
So which is why I throw it at him.
I think Chennai is trying to make up. Sorry. I think Chennai is trying to make up for whatever has happened last time, which I think Mumbai is going through. It's a good turn of foot which they have shown. One more thing which I would like to add is the team that faces more troubles during the phase and entering the playoff will succeed better than the team that is doing everything well. So in that way, I would like to see Chennai stuttering here and there and some matches, because only then, even if they lose for that matter, then the playoffs they'll be able to play better. Like in the past as well. Royal Challengers were depending on Chris Gayle, and he used to hit every match big runs, and once in the playoff he failed. They were clueless and they didn't know how to go about it. So
okay, so that brings. Sorry, I was just saying that brings me to the next point to Anis, just so we can wrap up. Anis, if you think that carrying momentum into the playoffs is more important than, is it better to get slip-ups out of the way early And if that's the case, now that we've had such a disjointed tournament, is the momentum now with Chennai, and are they going to go all the way?
Well, Satish is spot on that you better have problems now than in going into the playoffs or probably into the knockout. But maybe if you're like Mumbai was winning everything last year and till the end they won. So it's all about how your team is gelling. If you have one bad game, like you might lose the tournament, but I would still back Chennai because they have been playing totally different cricket compared to the rest of the teams. Even though Dhoni has not been scoring. So I don't see Chennai faltering here just to ensure that they get better into the playoffs. I will see them playing the same brand of cricket, and knowing Fleming, they will not drop any of their players unless somebody has a nickel like they did with Dwayne Bravo.
Okay, and Sham, just to wrap up again, anything to add before I say thank you to our two guest readers?
Nothing special to add. I think there is at least that fourth slot is still open. You have Delhi and RCB and Chennai taking the first three slots. So the fourth slot is up for grabs, really. So I think we'll see some interesting matches because they're in the scramble for that fourth slot.
Okay.
I would go for Kolkata, Sham. Sorry.
And Stai and Daru, anything to add just before I sign off?
Yeah, we hopefully we'll be Chennai will lose against us and against Mumbai Paltons in the next match.
Okay, we shall
Let's
see.
hope.
One of the two slip-ups will be with Mumbai.
Satish, you should say sorry to Sai.
So no, let him dream.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get out of hand, thank you very much, everybody, for watching as usual. And you can go on to golfnews.com, catch all our latest updates, previews, and reviews and analysis, and also all the live matches as well. And we shall catch you again tomorrow evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Bye bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Stay safe.